Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. Today we're going to take a look at more new skincare product launches, and I'm going to be doing a bit of an anti-haul, and I'm going to let you know whether I think, for me personally, these products are going to be good, if they're worth it, a bit of what I'm going to be buying, what I'm not going to be buying, as well as new launches I've already tried. I've got my big shoulders on because I mean business. I'm ready to go, I'm ready to complain about some stuff, but before I get into it, as always, these are things based on my personal preferences. Skincare has become so mundane and dull, so if you like absolutely anything, if you like the look of any product and you want to try it, just do what you want to do, but spend your money on whatever you want to spend it on, no matter who's telling you to use what, just do whatever the fuck you want. Right, let's so let's start with, I always say r.e.m or r.e.m, Ariana Grande's brand. I say that because I don't hear anything about it. I'm actually subscribed to a surprising amount of makeup YouTubers in the beauty space. For someone who doesn't really care about makeup or do makeup, I like a lot of people's personalities, you know? And I've just not seen anyone talk about this. What I have seen people say about this brand is how bad the shipping was, how annoying it was to actually try and get hold of, and how kind of like, all the products were. Editing note in here, when I recorded this video, it was before the products were launched on the website, so the full ingredient lists weren't available yet, so please bear that in mind when I'm talking about these products. They're actually launching 3, I guess you can class them as skincare products. The first one we have is the Full Night Sleep Cooling Blurring Under Eye Balm at $22. They say on their Twitter that the Cooling Blurring Under Eye Balm equals the perfect wake me up, give your eyes a little TLC with our new under eye balm packed with powerful, all natural ingredients, who cares, that deliver instant and long-term results over time. With its lightweight, cushiony texture and cooling sensation, I don't know why I said it like that, our Full Night Sleep Under Eye Balm is the perfect product for those who no makeup days or can be used as a primer before makeup to create a smooth canvas for application. So they've released the PR packages and there's a few reviews up. This looks just like, I think it was Becca's Clear Foundation. Remember that? And that appears to be what this is. It's like a clear foundation that blurs under the eyes because it's a primer, basically, essentially. I feel like it's going to be a mix of those cooling under eye sticks with a makeup primer, very silicone-y, you know, it'll finish on that velvety texture kind of makeup primer. Do you know what I was going to say, which I wouldn't mind trying? I'm not even going to bother trying to get these products because, as I said, it looks next to impossible. I don't want to have to wait like 90 days for delivery because that's not the world we live in anymore. And to be honest with you, they just look fine. They look fine. The next product is a mist thing, Calming Face Mist at $24. This is an ultra-fine sensorial mist, envelops the senses in a soothing, calming scent of lavender, while an infusion of chamomile water helps the skin feel soft and hydrated. That's literally all I see about it. Again, I saw a few PR unboxings and they said that it smells a lot like lavender. It's got these essential oils in. Like all it looks like for me at the moment is a very basic face mist. It's probably got hyaluronic acid in, some glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, lavender essential oil by the sounds of it, and chamomile again. I don't care. I don't really, not for me. You know what? It's not for me. Good on her. I wish her all the best with that particular one. I mean, it's not a setting spray. It's not a toner. It's more like a aromatherapy mist by the sounds of it. The fact that they call it a sensorial mist kind of for me means that it's gonna like make me cough when I spray it. The last of the 3 kind of like skincare makeup hybrid launches is the Flourishing Lash and Brow Boosting Serum at $40. This is made with peptide, so this is a brow and lash lengthening, strengthening, growing serum, supposedly. Made with peptide infused blend of biotin, red clover flower extract, tatane, sea microalgae. They say this is a game changer, helps promote visibly longer, thicker lashes and brows in as little as 4 weeks. No, we don't see the evidence of that yet. It's not been out long enough for people to review. But again, this just isn't something that bothers me. I don't need, my lashes are so long, they just need curling, but I hate my lashes. Like, I don't want to touch them. My eyebrows are thick enough. Again, this just isn't a product for me. I think it's a nice kind of like break from, you know, when people usually do launch skincare with makeup, it's usually a setting spray, like a lip oil. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we got a few different things here and it's nice to see that. But again, I just feel like overall as a brand, it's been a little little bit bare. I think the brands under its umbrella have been like that, like Morphe Skincare. Bad Habit kind of fell really flat for me as well. I just wasn't interested at all. This kind of just reminds you of that. I feel like it's the whole r.e.m brand is falling flat for a lot of people. One launch I am interested in is the Laneige Blue Hyaluronic Acid. This is their reformulated water bank line, which is like an icon. It's actually on its 7th generation of reformulation. Reformulated, they say, with blue hyaluronic acid. I couldn't quite find what makes it blue hyaluronic acid. It's definitely not blue in color, but according to the brand, compared to normal hyaluronic acid, it supposedly has better absorption, it's healing, and can plump as well. That's what the brand says themselves. Now, they've got quite a few products within this range, but the one I am interested in is the Waterbank Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer. This is, they say, for people with drier skin, but I find a lot of their like forehead drier skin products actually go really nice on my skin as like an evening moisturizer. This is a product that concentrates on the healing of the skin barrier, and we got Cerumize in here, squalane, and of course hyaluronic acid. But what I like about these ones in particular is it, from experience with Laneige before, is it does leave you looking like that's on your skin. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't see the product on your skin, but your skin always looks visibly hydrated and plump and happy, you know? The same with... I don't remember their Waterbank Hyaluronic Gel Moisturizer. They always do like a really nice lightweight moisturizer. I don't remember it having mint in it. I'd hate that feeling on my skin, that minty feeling. I don't like. They made quite a few nice changes to the actual products themselves, the packaging. They're very easy to open. You don't have to do a lot of unscrewing. They look nice. The blue is a very niche color, I feel, to sit in a lot of people's like rooms or whatever. But I like the look of them. A lot of their products also have like a see-through bit as well, so you can see how much of the product is actually left. I'm actually interested in purchasing this when it becomes available in the UK. The next product is the new Clarifying Clay Mask Exfoliating Pore Treatment from Tatcha. They say this is a 3-minute clay mask combining the clarifying and oil absorbing properties of Okinawa Kucha clay and 3 other potent ingredients from Japan: exfoliating cognac, soothing white laquat leaf, and warming volcanic ash. Creates a warming sensation on the skin to open pores and purify, gently exfoliates away dead skin cells, reducing pore congestion, absorbs excess oil, sebum, and dirt from the pores. First of all, a warm product isn't going to open your pores. Not like that anyway. Like a hot towel just about does it, you know? A warm compress. I got to be honest, I'm not interested in this particular product from Tatcha. They do have another new release that we'll talk about in a minute. I think I'm over clay masks, to be honest with you. I feel like when I was very, very oily, it was great to use every so often, and I used to feel like it would give me a nice kind of like cleanse of all excess oils and sebums, but it's a very quick fix for me and temporary fix for me. I feel like now I got these products, I know how to use ingredients and products in the long run to kind of like control my sebum production, control my oils. I don't need to take all these extra steps like a mask. Clay mask is something I would do like before a night out if I do want to look extra kind of like mattified, which is never. But people enjoy a clay mask as just like something to do, and I get that. But for me, I'm at this stage in my skincare where I just don't want to be standing around with something on my face for 5 minutes then having to messily wash it off. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not bothered. Yeah, we'll whiz past that. That's not very interesting for me. So, who's ready for a bit of a story time? This is Winnie Harlow's line called, what's it called again? K-Skin. So I received an email. Let me get it up. So the subject was, sun care is getting a makeover in 7 days, saying that they're thrilled to launch a new skincare line, which had already secured features in Vanity Fair, Allure, Elle, Forbes, and that they were 7 days from launch and wanted me to try the new vegan, derm-tested, reef-friendly sun care products first. It was top secret at the time. And they asked me, and I basically said, thanks for reaching out. I said, interesting. I saw all the features, and I was like, out of interest, is this a celebrity launch? And then I asked, how hard as a brand will you be pushing the reef-friendly narrative? Which they replied saying, yes, it is a celebrity brand launch. Our products do not have oxybenzone and octinoctate and are considered reef safe. I know what reef safe is. I was asking how hard as PR that they'll be pushing that. I basically said, like, I'm not an advocate for reef safe sunscreen. I said I think my subscribers and myself are bored of celebrity skincare brands, so I said I'll wait for the product to launch and I'll see then. And they were like, totally understand, like whatever. It was just all things that I don't stand for really on my channel, or I'm not interested in. And turns out that it was Winnie Harlow's who is a model, her brand of sunscreen. So like looking into it, like the way the Reef Safe thing was done, and then I saw all the images of everyone in swimsuits like at the beach. I was like, okay, makes sense. Like if you feel like Reef Safe is a thing, which is not, which we'll talk about, and if your brand is all about being at the beach and reapplying sunscreen, it makes sense to me. But they're doing the Reef Safe silicone free, which they never kind of explain why they are silicone free, fragrance free, but use essential oils, dermatologist tested, all that kind of stuff, which we beyond know now that there's far more nuance surrounding that, and that a lot of it doesn't really mean anything either. They say they're clean based on Sephora's clean standards. They say they're non-toxic, all that stuff that's boring now. Like we know that that's not a thing. We know. Reef Safe is a bit of a trigger word for me for many reasons, because we have scientists saying that's not, the proof isn't there. Like the study that this is coming from is not correct, basically. But it's something that's picked up. And as I said, it's a trigger word. And I think in their FAQ section, K-Skin's FAQ section on their website, gives the perfect example of why it triggers me when brands use this particular term. So for example, they say on their FAQ, while there's no one definition of Reef Safe, we formulate our SPF products to be compliant with Hawaii's ban on coral harming chemicals. Fine, I get why as a brand who wants to make money, you would want to sell your products in places where these ingredients are banned. I get it. Include everyone. Let everyone buy your products. However, they go on to say, we do not formulate with octinoxate and oxybenzone actives due to the negative effect they have on the environment. And this is it for me, where it gets a bit misleading. Language is super important when selling product to the general public. And this is how the fear of parabens start. This is how the fear of silicone start. This is how so many fears start, because brands use, in my opinion, the wrong kind of terminology. Again, there's no evidence about the whole reef thing. You can argue in the comments down below. I'm ignoring you. I will again link to actual scientists down below and who the person is who launched this study, all that kind of stuff. But this is a gross exaggeration of what these UV filters actually do to the environment. In fact, there's evidence that zinc oxide, which is used in here, has just as much a negative impact on the environment wherever you are in the world. Through sourcing alone. I find it very odd that this whole Reef Safe thing is being pushed so heavily. But I get it. I think Glow Recipe, for example, do a good job with this term, as much as I don't like it. And I've had this conversation with them personally. They're literally like, we don't use these filters because we want to sell our product in Hawaii, where these filters are banned. And that makes sense to me. And unfortunately, the term Reef Safe is not going anywhere. It's a thing now. Brands are going to use this term with sunscreen launches that don't have these ingredients in, because that's what consumers recognize now. You know, it's like paraben free. If I was launching a sunscreen, right? If I was a brand, I was launching a sunscreen, I'd literally be like, whilst there's no evidence to back Reef Safe claims, we have opted not to use these ingredients so that we can sell our products in Hawaii. That's it. That's all I'd say. And it kind of annoyed me, the email I got, because it's one of those typical things where the people sending influencers the email don't understand the claims, and it was a highlighted claim that bothered me, so I completely fiffed off the products. I was like, no, when really they look like they're going to be decent sunscreens, but because of this claim, which I will say isn't made a big deal out of on the actual website, it's mentioned in a couple of videos, but other than that, it's not, they don't push it that much. So I just kind of like, I'm probably not going to buy the brand now, but these kind of claims annoy me, because we see, again, parabens is a really good example of how far the paraben fear went. And kind of now everyone's going back on it, like 10 years later? And we got to do it again with Reef Safe and silicones and all this kind of stuff. It's just constant over and over and over. On this kind of like clean branding, let's talk about Scarlett Johansson's new skincare line, the Outset. I just don't care. Like what? Listen, anyone can launch a skincare brand. There's always a market. There's always an audience. Her fans are going to love this. I get it. I just feel like they're so random, these celebrities launching skincare brands. Jennifer Lopez, as much as I didn't like her products, I get it. Like, I get it. JLo Glow, I get it. With this brand, the Outset, I really like their take on the easily recyclable packaging, but I have seen recyclable packaging that looks much better than this. These look like the prototypes of a brand, doing that you send out to like people to try before launch, or like, you know, lab samples. Also, they're another one of those clean brands that spend more time saying what's not in their products than what is. But what I do like is that they say under their clean beauty philosophy that includes questionably sourced sourced ingredients, which I think is cool. I like that. I think that's a good thing to include in clean beauty. But the issue is with every clean brand having their own take on what clean is, it just makes it more and more meaningless. I think it's weird allowing something so unregulated in such a regulated world, in such a regulated space, you know? I find it very odd that people are just allowed to throw around these terms. I honestly think these celebrities just don't give a shit. Right, let's move on to the next one because I don't even care about that one. Tatcha, again, the Silk Sunscreen Mineral Broad Spectrum SPF 50 plus PA4 pluses with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. I've seen people using this and it looks really, really good. It looks really nice on the skin. It's UVA, UVB protection. They say they got cocoon skin. Oh, no, it's got blue light protection as well, which is a thing when you're out in the sun. We're fine with that. Hyaluronic acid and niacinamide to help even, plump, all that kind of stuff. It's got silk extracts to support the skin barrier and prime for smooth makeup application. So I'm guessing it's got that silky finish to it, you know, that kind of like primer kind of silky finish to it, which I don't enjoy, but really it just looks nice on the skin. What I find funny is that every brand that has some kind of like reach into Japanese ingredients, they always say this kind of thing, right? In Japan, silk workers were known to have beautiful hands thanks to the protective qualities of a silky liquid, in which hands were often immersed. So with these ingredients, the story always goes that factory workers had really young hands with whatever ingredient they were working with. So the CEO thought, let's put that in a skincare product. And then like it's meant to have these magical like anti-aging properties. So I do find that really interesting. I don't actually know the science behind silk. I don't know if it's like a thing. Let me know down below. It's $60. It's Tatcha. Like we're not surprised it's overpriced, right? And I don't just think they're expensive. I do think they're overpriced for what they are. But they are nice products. But a lot of things are nice, you know? I'm interested in this red algae as well, which is slightly antioxidant, I think, but moisturizing. I'm interested. I'm not going to get it PR because I slagged off their cleanser and now they don't like me. But we'll see. I might give it a go. So I'm adding a new section to the end of these videos about products I've already tried pre-launch. Sometimes I get products and brands send me their new ranges like months and months before they launch. So when they do launch and people are like, are you going to review these? I've already made up my mind because I've already tried them, given the feedback, all that kind of stuff. Today's brand is BYOMA? I think you pronounce it. This is a skincare brand whose philosophy and whole purpose is about helping to strengthen the skin barrier, restore and protect. Looking at their packaging here, which is actually, it's not my cup of tea, but I like it. It like stands out against everything that's out there today. And their packaging is 100% recyclable and it's actually made to easily stack and fit together, so there's less packaging and less boxes when they deliver. I've explained that horribly, but you know what I mean. It's made to like interlock so that it's easily shippable. Doesn't matter. I don't know what I say. As a brand, from what I can gather, their key ingredients seem to be hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, green tea, and bakuchiol. Oh, squalane as well. All really great ingredients. To be 100% transparent with you, I did turn down a sponsorship opportunity with this brand because for me, the products just weren't for me. Were they bad? No. But for me, they were just a bit... they're fine. But that being said, it doesn't mean they're fine in like a boring way. I would say they're like beyond basic in the fact that they're not some kind of like really glamorous, exciting skincare brand that's, you know, claims to have all these like different new inventive ingredients, but they're not the kind of very bland, put us on your skin if your skin's falling off kind of brand, you know? This brand I feel is great if you want to kind of like almost like reset your skin. If your skin's going through some shit and you don't know why or what's happening to your skin, it's a great brand and products to use just to like take a step back, reassess what your skin's going through, see, you know, kind of what products you were maybe using that were upsetting your skin while still having a good solid skincare routine that heals your skin. And really in a world of overwhelming amount of skincare brands and products nowadays, this is a great brand where you could just grab their bundle and you're done. Do you know what I mean? Like this, you're fine. You can just like use these. The only thing I think they're missing is a good exfoliating product, but this isn't what this brand is about. This brand is about healing your skin and that skin barrier, and you don't really want to go around exfoliating too heavily if you're trying to heal your skin barrier. They do have PHA in one of their products, but it's extremely gentle. PHA is known to be hydrating as well, but that's it really as far as like exfoliating ingredients go. Two products that I really love. The cream jelly cleanser is so nice. It's pretty much like every gentle cleanser around nowadays. You know, it's clear, liquid, a little bit thick, foams up nicely but doesn't dry out your skin. This is packed with ceramides to help heal your skin barrier, green tea for that soothing feeling as well, alongside licorice root to help brighten your skin. This lavers really nicely. I'd recommend this to anyone who just wants a nice cleanse. I double cleanse with this absolutely fine. Another product that I really like of theirs is the Balancing Mist, again containing ceramides and not a lot else really. It's got some glycerin in and allantoin to help soothe and hydrate, but other than that, it's just a nice hydrating mist to kind of like layer up as you go if you want that like dewy look to your skin. For me, their moisturizers weren't that good on my skin. They fell quite flat. The moisturizing gel cream in particular sat on my skin. I rubbed it in, but it wasn't going anywhere. I went to bed with very sticky skin that physically stuck to my pillow, like I could lift up the pillowcase with my skin, yet somehow didn't moisturize my face at all. In the same time, it just wasn't for me. Other than that, I feel like this is a great brand for like teenagers, people who are overwhelmed by skincare and just want a good solid routine, and as I said, people who just want to take a step back, reassess what's going on with their skin, but still have a good solid routine. I would like go ahead and like buy the why did I say that? Like, go ahead, buy the samples and kind of see how you get on with them. And yeah, and give it a go. They're nice. They're decent products. So there we have it. Let me know if you're going to be using any of these products or buying any of them. And if you love them, let me know and maybe we can reassess my opinions here. Let me know all your thoughts down below. You can watch some more product reviews here and some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.